Hey guys, welcome to another week of What's for Dinner, the Pantry Challenge edition. So this is the first dinner of the week, and I admit it does not look very appetizing at all, but it is something that I had in the freezer, which is this, the turkey bolognese. I think I'm saying that right, from Trader Joe's. I've had it in my freezer for a while. So we are having that over the Barilla ready pasta, which I have had in my pantry for a while. And this is one of these that you just microwave for 60 seconds. So we're having that. The pasta sauce, it is not like a red tomatoey pasta sauce color. It's more like a orangey kind of a color. Has some, looks like carrots in there. I tasted a little bit and it's okay. I don't think I would buy it again just because of the color is a little off-putting for me. So we're having that. And in my freezer, I had some bread that I bought at a bakery a while ago and didn't eat it, so I threw it in the freezer. So this is French bread, and it has some cheese on top. And this is another piece of bread, and it's garlic bread, and it doesn't have as much cheese, but we're having that along with some bread dipping oil. And this is what this one looks like. I've had this in my pantry for a while. It's a bread dipping blend. I said oil, but it's a bread dipping blend. And so you just add the dry seasonings in with a little bit of olive oil. So we're gonna use that with our bread. And then for dessert, we are having this. I think they're called Luscious Layer Bars. And so I just recorded a video on that today using all of the ingredients that I had in my pantry for a dessert challenge. So this is our dessert. Howard and I both tried a bar just a little while ago, and they're really good. So be on the lookout for that video that's going to be posted. So this is our entire meal using everything that I already had on hand. We've got our dipping oil for the bread. We're using up some turkey bolognese that was in the freezer, using up the ready pasta that was in the pantry, and some leftover bread that I had in the freezer, and our pantry challenge dessert. So this is what we're having for dinner, and we will see you guys next time. Hi guys, just want to show you what we are having for dinner tonight. As you know, I am in the middle of a pantry and freezer challenge, so I'll just jump right in and show you what we're having. So I had some cornbread dressing in the freezer that I made a while ago, and I froze half of it. So I am eating the cornbread dressing. Howard does not like cornbread dressing, so he is having rice with his. But I forgot to make gravy, so it's just going to be a little bit dry. So I'm having that. And then I also had some sweet potatoes in my refrigerator, and so I cooked those up. So all I do is chop them up, and I put them in a large pan, and I add cinnamon, nutmeg, butter, brown sugar, and white sugar, cover them, and I bake them with a little bit of water, and I bake them in the oven for about an hour and a half or so, because I do like mine kind of soft. I know some people like theirs firm, but I like mine soft. And then I also had a whole roaster in my freezer as well, which is a big chicken. So I cooked that in the crock pot. So what I did was I seasoned up my chicken, and then I I actually balled up some foil paper into probably about 3-inch balls. And then I set the chicken on top of the foil in the crock pot, and I cooked it on high for about 5 hours. And so when I tried to remove the chicken to put it in a little platter, it fell apart because it's so tender. And so that is why the chicken looks like that, but it is super tender. So we're having chicken, sweet potatoes, and dressing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so not only does Howard not like dressing, he also does not like sweet potatoes. So he is having chicken and rice, and he had a piece of corn on the cob in the refrigerator, and he is having that. So this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and I will see you guys next time. Hi y'all, wanted to show you guys what we are having for dinner tonight. We are having chicken enchiladas, and the chicken that I'm using is from the crock pot chicken that I made the other day. So we ate off of the crock pot chicken, had a couple of meals, and then we had some chicken left, so I shredded it up. And I shredded some up for tonight for the chicken enchiladas, and then the rest of it I put in the freezer. I'll use it for another meal. But for the chicken enchiladas, let me show you what I used. We had some green chili enchilada sauce. We had 2 cans of it in the pantry, and I used both cans. And we also happened to have some corn tortillas in the freezer, so I used that along with some cheese that I had in the freezer, and baked it up in the oven. And for our side dish for tonight, we are having, let me show you, Fiesta Sides yellow rice. It's rice and pasta blend seasoned with onion, garlic, and Latin spices. So this is what it looks like. And so we'll be eating off of this for a couple of days. I'm probably gonna take some for leftovers to work as well. But this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and we will see you guys next time. Hey y'all, just want to show you what we're having for dinner tonight. We are having some baked beans, and I use the Bush's variety, and I think it is the home style kind, but I added in bell pepper, barbecue sauce, and bacon. And we are having green beans. They're just canned green beans, and I added bacon to them as well, seasoned them up. And we are having pork burnt ends, and this is our first time trying them, and we tried them, and they're really good. Actually, they are from Kroger. So I got these when I went to one of my very last Kroger hauls before the Pantry challenge started. So this is what they look like, and my husband and I just tried a little bit excuse me, right before I filmed, and surprisingly it's really pretty good. Now you don't get a whole lot in there. There's really just enough for just one serving each for dinner. So so he has 4 probably smaller pieces, and I have about the same amount on my plate. But this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and we will see you guys next time. Hey y'all, so for dinner tonight we are having leftover green beans, and these are the ones I made the other night that had the bacon in them. And here is what they look like. And we are also having something my mom used to make when I was little, neck bones and rice. And so all I did was boil some neck bones, season them, and add white rice in. And then I shredded, actually, let me back up. I boiled the neck bones, took the meat off of them, and then used the broth from the neck bones to make the rice. So I just added the rice in and cooked it all together. And then for dessert, we are having these chewy oat bars. And let me show you what the package looks like. It looks like this. So the other week, I made bars very similar to this from Betty Crocker, except they were the chocolate chip ones. So these are the coconut white chip ones. And here's what they look like. It's in an 11x7 pan, and they're really good. My husband and I, as you can see, a piece is missing, so we ate a piece, and I just pulled this one up so you can see what the inside of it looks like a little bit. So there it is, and it's really good, really easy to make. All it calls for is less than a stick of butter and a tablespoon of water, and that is it. They're very tasty. So this is what we are having for dinner tonight, and see you guys next time.